So now, I read that you're helping families heal, and I was feeling like, wow, this is such a needed thing to have or to have access to or to be aware that this is out there, especially
Yes,
now during all the holidays, people who have lost, loved
yes.
ones and are looking for some type of reassurance. Tell us a little bit about that. How do you help people?
Uh, well, it's called Helping Parents Heal, and it's international. And one after I had been doing mediumship, and one of the women who was part of it, I gave her a reading, and she said, "Can you come and give it to my whole group?"
Hmm.
And I said, "Sure." And something happened in that I was so touched. It really changed me and made me want to really help more and get involved. Um, I can tell you what happened.
Yes,
Um,
please.
in my readings, I have a question and answer period because people have questions, you know.
Hmm.
Um, and the first one I said, I'm hijacking that one because I don't want to know what the question is. Okay. So I said, give me a question. Think of a question about your son. It was like a 6-year-old son who passed. And don't tell me, just say I've asked him. Okay. So, and then I'll tell you what I see. It's not for like a parlor trick. It's like in mediumships, when our head gets involved, that's
Hmm.
when it goes bad. You know what I mean? That's when we
Yes,
doubt what we're doing. So
absolutely.
I said, all right, I see a little boy, your son, riding on the back of a giant butterfly in heaven. Okay. He's zooming and dive bombing. He is joyous on the back of this butterfly. And I said, does that make any sense to what your question was? She says, you have no idea. So I said, okay, what was the question? She said, what is my son doing in heaven? But here's what's so interesting. Uh, she sent me a picture. She said, um, I bought a book after he passed to read to my daughter, his younger sister, to sort of discuss in children's terms how to process a sibling who dies. And she said, and in the book, there was a page, full page, of a little boy riding on the back of a butterfly, just like you described.
Wow.
So you can't imagine how this touched her and how much comfort it gave her to know, number one, that I had her son with us, that they can communicate, and that he's having a great time and is perfectly well. So that kind of healing or, uplifting, I just said, I have to do that. So I, got certified by them. They have a program, and it
Hmm.
was pretty grueling, but I did it. Um, and, and I'm on their website. And in fact, I'm giving a reading for the whole group sometime in January, a gallery
Amazing.
reading. So that
Amazing.
that really pushed me to know that I want to help people with children, because if you have a child, you know that there could be nothing worse in the world than losing a child.
For sure.
So that touched me.
Amazing. So now, do you have a group uh where you help people like this, or is it more one-on-one? How does
It's
that work?
one on one. I
Hmm.
like doing one on one
Yes.
because you can really spend time, an hour getting how their loved one really felt, not just he liked to wear Bermuda shorts and chew gum, but really how they felt about things that you wouldn't know, because most people don't really share their feelings, and most parents are pretty um, blown away when they say, I didn't know that he felt like that. So, and I had a woman whose daughter passed at 16, but she had been um, couldn't speak from birth. She had some issues, and she never could talk to her mother, and her mother never knew how she was feeling, or if they did enough, or if she was happy, even though she couldn't do this or that or speak. And after our session, she just couldn't believe it. She goes, this is the first time I ever found out how she felt about us and what we were doing and how much she loved us. we never had a communication with her. So she was unconsolable in happiness crying. I mean,
How does it get any better than that? It's
yeah.
amazing. Amazing.